Hello. In this video, we're going to show you how to use the new slice modify or dynamic slice capability that ExoGENI now offers you. I encourage you to watch the first video in the series showing you the new features of the Flukes GUI, just so you're more familiar with what's going on the screen. Again, I will be showing things in emulation just to simplify and speed up the process. As you can see, I'm connected to a local controller that mimics the behavior of ExoSM. So we'll start very simple. We'll start with this single node, and I will make it some size, and I will bind it to a particular site, although I don't have to. And type in the slice name and click Submit. After a short delay, I should receive a short message saying that resources have been allocated, no errors have been reported, as you can see here. And to wait, I will simply put the GUI into the poll mode, and it will come back to me and close this little progress window as soon as the resource has been provisioned. And there we are. I'm going to move it around a little bit for convenience, but let's say now in my slice I would like to create a small topology of nodes. It's not enough for me to have one node, I want to have several. So I'm going to switch back to the edit mode, add two more nodes. I will add links between them. I will I will select the pick mode so that I can select these two nodes, edit selected nodes, and also assign them some images. Of course, in this case, which images I'm using doesn't matter because there are no real resources being provisioned. And I'll also click Auto IP to make sure all links get numbered. And at this point, I've changed my slice, and what I need to do is simply click Submit Changes again. As you can see, it came back, it added a number of resources, and again, we're going to put it into poll mode and just watch and wait for a few seconds until the system goes through the cycle of provisioning these resources. As you can see, it's starting to color code the links as they're provisioned, and also the nodes. Gray means ticketed, and green means active. So you can see all the links are done. We're just waiting for two more nodes. And there we are, we're done. And if this were a real topology, I'd be able to log into these new nodes and inspect them, and I would see that they have new network interfaces. The node 0 would actually have new interfaces created on it, and of course node 1 and node 2 would come up with new interfaces. Note that when you log into the previously existing node, you may not see new interfaces immediately. It may take up to 30 seconds for them to appear. But eventually they will all come up. Now let's say that I decided to change my mind, and instead of using these point-to-point links, I want to replace this with basically just a crossbar. So I'm going to delete these links. As you can see, they're immediately disappearing, even though I haven't actually sent the command to delete them. It's just accumulating all the changes that need to be made. And I will go in here and I will say create a broadcast link. Link it like so, and also auto IP. Since these are new interfaces, they need new IP addresses. And again, we'll simply click Submit Slice. Submit Changes. And if I go into poll mode, we'll wait for a short period of time for that link to become active. As you can see, the other links have been deleted, and the new link is being provisioned. here we are. Now let's say that I want to extend this slice into another site. So I will go and add a node and maybe add it with storage at another site. And I will bind it to, let's say, Oakland Scientific Facility. And I will edit properties here and make sure it's bound. So one thing to remember that when you are doing slice modify, you do have to explicitly bind all slice elements. So there's a 10 gigabit storage attached to a new node, and then I will connect it to one of the nodes here. So as you can see, it's going to Oakland, and here we have storage. So again, I simply click Submit Changes. And it'll, again, putting it in poll mode, I will wait for a few seconds for it to finish. As you can see, the older part of the slice is down here. It's a little bit squished, but we'll be able to redraw it once all elements become fully active. And these are portions of the path between Oakland and BBN that are being provisioned right now. So we're waiting for just one last cross connect to be completed over here. As I mentioned in the previous video, there are artificial delays built into the simulation. They're shorter than normal, but they're still delays. And here we are. Let's try to use a different layout algorithm just so we can see. And here's our slice, and it's fully provisioned. As you can see, we now have two sites. Now notice that your slice had to have been on ExoSM for you to be able to add new sites. If your slice started at a local rack controller, the only modifications you'll be able to do to it would be to include resources from that same rack and no other racks. If you are planning for your slice to eventually grow to multiple sites, you do need to start with ExoSM. So this short demonstration is concluded. There are a few caveats to the capabilities of the modification algorithms, and you should read the corresponding ExoBlog article to understand what they are. Thank you.